All right, let's go from there to the NBA, Rob. And last night, and I think we talked about this. The Lakers had a little 4-game win streak last week, and oh wow, is something happening? LeBron's playing great. They're starting to win. But we both said, look, they beat the Hawks. They beat the Blazers, who are horrible this year. They beat Sacramento. They beat Minnesota. Let's see them play a good team. Lo and behold, Memphis comes into the place and mollywops them. And then last night, they meet a bad team again, the Kings, and they lose.
The Kings were on a 5-game losing streak, Chris. They weren't
Kings
playing
are
well.
Bad. Well, even when you look at the Lakers' victory, and the Lakers are 21-21. It's not like they're 10 games below 500. But even when they beat these bad teams, the games are close.
Right. They very seldom blow anybody out.
Gosh, no. So, but last night, Russell Westbrook, and Russ has been struggling mightily, Rob. Let me read to you.
What is his last three? Yeah, last 3 games or 4 games?
Yeah, you could. I'll go his last 3. 2 for 14, 2 for 12, 4 for 14. 8 points, 6 points, 9 points, Rob. In the month of January, it's only 5 games, but he's averaging 12 points on 29% shooting. And get this, has yet to hit a 3-pointer this month.
That is incredible, Chris,
where he is. 12 from 3.
And we watched a video that we brought up earlier that Barstool put out. And, Chris, it's an embarrassing video. It's shocking because the misses are incredible off the top of the backboard.
And it's only Lakers, Rob. It's not like his career.
No, this is this year. And if you were to look at that video, you would be like, oh, they must have collected all of his worst shots in his whole 10-year career. Am I right?
Right. But even for that, I like Westbrook. I mean, I don't like the way he's playing with the Lakers. I don't think he's a fit. But I've always
said that from day one, though.
Icon, right? But he's gonna be an icon just for the triple doubles and all that. But Rob, that was way too many air balls for a career. I don't think you'll find. I mean, LeBron every now and then will shoot an air ball, right?
No, that was it was unbelievable.
I don't know how many air balls it was. It was tons. And then you said it, the bricks off the top of the backboard.
Off the top.
Yeah, it was bad. And last night, did you see what they did to him in Sacramento, Rob? Every time when he was introduced, and I know you remember this song, they played "You're as Cold as Ice."
Oh yeah,
like right?
Yeah.
I don't remember who that was. Rob, Alex,
Is
you
that
can find
Chicago?
it out. That sounds about right.
Chicago
sounds about right. But then they'd play every once in a while, "Ice, Ice, Baby." Ice, baby. Like they just throughout the entire night,
they let him have
just rode him. And Rob, I'm gonna say this. Look, I think, and then I know you want to get into who you think's to blame for this whole debacle. But I just think Russell Westbrook, and I've said this for years. This is not new. This is not since he's struggling with the Lakers. His legacy, he's an individual spectacle. Like he's gonna go down as just this incredible phenom who wasn't greatly skilled. I mean, we saw that. You talk about the air balls and the bricks, but was so athletic, so energetic, so determined, played so hard that he did something that no one else in the history of basketball has done. And I know I've said it myself, that getting a triple-double today is easier than ever because of the long rebounds and that guards can get now because so many threes are taken. But still, nobody's done it, Rob. And this dude's done it, 4 years? So I do give him credit for that. And I think 30 years from now, people will look back, and unless it becomes commonplace to average triple doubles, a few stars do it. People will look back at Russell Westbrook and say, man, this dude averaged a triple double 4 freaking seasons. Just like when we talked about Oscar, Rob, what was the first thing we thought? Triple double. It wasn't he won the championship with Kareem. It was triple double. And so I think that's what it'll be for Russ.
No, I get all that. I just think sometime when you watch somebody and it's as bad that he struggled, I don't know if everybody watched him as much, Chris, when he was playing for some of the other teams and now that he's with LeBron. I just think it's just because they expected to have this great team and have a chance to win, and it's just not coming together. So I think that's why it looks worse. You know what I mean? I'm sure that he's gone through this, and as you said, not as skilled, but athleticism is tremendous. What I'm going to say, though, is if I'm looking at this team and the way it's put together, I'm going to put the blame on LeBron James.
Wow.
I'm going to call LeBron James the Dr. Frankenstein of the NBA. He's the guy who put this monster together. He's the guy who's the GM. He's the guy who signed off. He can't say that, oh, no, this is the front office and I had nothing to do. I was sitting there one day and they called me and said, you're getting Russell Westbrook. No, I don't believe that for 1 second. And there was a talk. There were pictures that they posted like that, a powwow with Anthony Davis. Am I right, Chris? And he was there, and they portrayed it like he was putting it together, and he talked to everybody. And, hey, can you do this? Are you going to be able to bend and play this way for us? And this is going to work. He told everybody who criticized it, keep the same energy. Go back. All that.
Well, and there was the talk that he was going to play power forward.
Yep.
Remember that came out?
Yep, all that. So now, and LeBron's playing great. That's fine. But he's the Dr. Frankenstein. He put this mess together. He wanted the name of Russell Westbrook over a Buddy Hield. Who wants a Buddy Hield? Even though he probably fit in better with his perimeter shooting, he didn't want him. He wanted the 4 players on the top 75 to be on the Lakers. He said, look at the Nets. They don't have a Buddy Hield. They got 3 stud stars. I'm going to build my team with that. And most NBA people criticized the addition of Westbrook. It wasn't a second guess. It was a first guess.
It was head-scratching, Rob, when we heard it. Before they even traded for him, just the report that they were talking about trading for Westbrook, everybody was like, no. And because I thought it was comical. Like, I shot it down right away, and I didn't think it was going to happen, Rob. I was like, no way. No way they're doing that. Now, here's what I was told. I was told that the front office wanted Westbrook, that they were talking about Buddy Hield as well, but that they wanted Russ over Buddy Hield. I was told that LeBron, it's been reported that he was the driving force behind it. Maybe it's true. I'm just telling you what I was told. I was told that LeBron was not the driving force. What I was told is that he was fine with either guy. He was like, look, I've always liked Buddy Hield since Oklahoma. That'd be great. But he was totally in on Westbrook too. Like he wasn't, no, our games won't match. He was in on it. And like you said, we saw him meet with Westbrook and Anthony Davis and all that before they even made the trade. So
he had to have a bit of a sign off, though.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely signed off. Yeah, okay, at the very least, he was like, yeah, we can make this work. And what somebody told me today was that because I don't think LeBron deserves blame. I'm not where you're at. But what somebody told me today was that where LeBron, the blame with him lies, and this is somebody close to the situation,
right?
Said in him thinking he's so good that I can make it work with Russ.
This
like
is not
I
10
can make
years
it work
ago.
with anybody.
Right.
You know, and if you look at LeBron's past, Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas, the little Isaiah Thomas, not the legend, all these guys bringing in, and Rob, all those guys, I never thought they'd be able to play with LeBron because of the way LeBron plays.
Right.
Kyrie could do it because he was such a great shooter. But if you're a ball-dominant player like Isaiah, like Derrick Rose, like Russell Westbrook, I just don't see the match with LeBron. And LeBron felt like he could make it work. So that's what I was told today by somebody close to this, that's where they think his blame is.
Yeah, I'm going to say that he got starstruck about names over. Sometimes it's not always about the big name. And for everybody else, Chris, to look at that and just about, I'm not saying everybody, but just about.
No, it was just, yeah.
And everybody else went, what? Like LeBron didn't pause there for a minute and think, maybe I am like overdoing it. How could so many people push back on this, right, Chris? So many.
Right. And he pushed back on the people that pushed back on him.
Yes. And now what? So I think, again, LeBron is to blame, and because he's the de facto GM. That's what I believe.
All right. I put the blame on the front office because even if LeBron, and again, I'm told he wasn't pushing for it, but even if he was, you're the GM. You make LeBron is locked up. He's got, what, I think 2 years left on his deal. He's not going anywhere. You know he's not leaving the Lakers just for family and lifestyle reasons. So I think if you're going to put blame, it's on the front office. But